What is going on, you lovely lot? We are back with another episode of Life as a Home Dealer. Now, I hope you guys have had a really good week. Let me know in the comments what you've been up to. But I've been quite busy. The Clio got collected. The KA got sold. I bought two cars. This one, 400 quid scrap. This one, 2 grand. It's already ready to retail. This has had a full £106 detail already and a new MOT. This is battered. This is going to make a good video. Can we make a grand out of that? This is ready to retail, hopefully. We'll go through the car and just see how good the detail was. And I think we need to stick a couple of tyres on it. But it's all good news. We are so close as a business to making over £100,000 on income this year, which is just mega. But we'll go through the P&L in just a second. And if you guys are enjoying these videos, help me on my goal of getting to 15,000 subscribers. Hit that button. Costs you nothing, but it honestly means the world to me. Every one of you that have already hit the button, I appreciate you. Hit the like button. Leave us a comment. And the BMW. If you follow us on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook, you would have already saw the BMW is back together. We're going to have a look at that. We're going to have a look at where it started, where it is now, and what I should do with it. Do I trade the car out and make a certain amount of profit? Remember, I'm about 1,500 quid in this car. The trade price is way more than I thought it was. Or do I go full retail? Now, there's only 4 of these for sale in the UK that are manual. So it's rare. Does that make it worth more? But have a look. And you guys can let me know in the comments what you would do. Trade it out. Retail it. There's a price difference between the both. But I make good money either way. But that aside, let's jump into the housekeeping. Let's see where the business is at. What money we've made. And what we have bought. Let's have a look at both of these two cars because I'm quite excited for the £400 one because detailing and doing cars up, that's what I love. But the Panda, it's ready to retail, it's ready to go. It should just be a case that we give the guy 2 grand, drive it back, take some pictures and put it for sale if somebody's already put £160 detail on it. You guys can let me know, as always, your thoughts in the comments. I appreciate all of them every time. And actually, it does help the videos get out there every time you like, comment, and subscribe. I need you to keep doing these videos. So, let's jump into the housekeeping. So, we'll start with the finances. It's the best place to start. So, this week was a bit slow in terms of dealership work. Only 5 cars. But then we sold a car. And now, to me, that would be the perfect setup. Monday to Friday, do 5 cars for the dealership. That's cash flow. That's £600 paid every Sunday into the bank account without fail. Just ticks over every week. Nice, 600 quid. Sell a car, on average 1 a week, but in a month, sell 4 cars and make around 800 to a grand a car. You're roughly running about £6,500 a month. Expenses for the business are about £3,500 with our salaries and everything else. Meaning that at the end of the year, you'd have 36 grand that the business made in profit. Then the taxman would take his share of that 19%, leaving you with about 29 grand actual profit for the business. It's comfortable, it's doable, it's not big numbers. And remember, I'm not trying to overscale. I'm not trying to get a dealership. I just want to sell 4 or 5 cars a month and live comfortably. If I could work 4 days a week doing detailing for cars and then have 3 days off, that would be much better living situation. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, pretty much off. Maybe you have to do the odd viewing on a car, but you know, time means more to me than money. Whilst my girls are young, I want to spend time with them. This is literally what we've been doing this week. And when they get a bit older, they get to 10, 11, 12, and I'm not cool anymore. I can work all the hours I want. I can do what I want. That'll be my time. But for now, I see the time that I have as time with them. So business isn't... We do the business so we can have a family life rather than we're doing the business to make money. I don't want a Ferrari. I don't want a Lamborghini. I want to take my kids on 2-3 holidays a year. That's where we're at. I just always... People get confused with that I want to be like a bigger dealership or I want to... a little unit, but then I think, then I'd have to go away. Like Dad Cars, I saw a video on Dad Cars channel today. He's just got a house with a 3-car garage. He's at home. Like that to me, what he's doing, perfect. the dream. At home, nice garage, nice and warm, no rain, not a gazebo just outside the window. Let's have a look at the P&L and see where the money's at for this year. And then in terms of the business, we got this system in February, March, April, May, June. So we're currently running at 79,000 income. You've obviously got £3,000 to go in there from the KA. You've got the 600 quid from dealership work this week. So by the end of this month, this should read 85, knocking on maybe 90. If we can sell the BMW this month, not this month, next month, we can get it gone by the end of the year. That's £5,000, and then some more sales. There's a chance that this might get to 100,000. It would be the first year of trading £100,000 income. It makes me so proud. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to try and sugarcoat it. When I gave up my full-time job to do this, there were so many people that said, you must be an idiot. You're earning £4,000, £5,000, £6,000 at the dealership because you have your wages, you have all the part exchanges that come in, you have sales bonus, you have commissions. Like, that's such an easy way to make money. But I was also working there 6-7 days a week, starting at 8:30, finishing at 5:30, 6 o'clock, staying late if somebody wanted to see a car, super stressed. It was like a heavy job because you're constantly chasing sales and prepping cars and customers and phone calls and emails. To work at a dealership, it's full on. Whereas now, it's much calmer. My phone rings one time for a car, hello, tell them about it, and then they come and see it and you sell it. So, see this tash. It's Movember. The haircut as well. Right, so we're trying to get to £100,000 in sales by the end of the year, which would be, for me, a massive personal achievement. You guys can't help me with that. That's something that I've got to try and do myself. But you can help me if you're this far in the video. Hit the like button, jump in the comments, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button to help me grow the channel, because I can grow everything else other than this. I need you for that. Right, let's move on to the two cars that we bought and why I bought them. So the Suzuki that is on the screen now, £400. You can't really say no to. I'm obviously buying it privately. So when I go there, I will plug the car in. I will test drive it. There's a chance that I don't buy it, but at 400 quid, I'm willing to take a punt on it, I guess. He's not available. I would have already gone to get it, but I'm the first person to go and see it on Monday morning. He's not available this weekend. He's working. So I'm kind of the first one there. Hopefully it's decent. The bumper looks like it's hanging off a little bit. The wheels all need to be painted black and some fresh wheel trims. I'm considering putting some like little racing stripes on it and trying to make it stand out from the crowd. We'll need an MOT. On the last MOT, they advised all 4 tyres, but I think I'll just grab some part warns, stick 4 matching part warns on it. It's probably the best thing I can do for the car. Maybe we have to underseal it. Maybe we have to polish it. Maybe we have to do some paint work. I can't tell you. It's just a chance at making some money. So yeah, we're going to have a go with that. We're going to use all of our detailing skills. So if you're interested in watching kind of a transformation of a cheap car, or how good can we get a cheap car, the Suzuki is the one. Now the Panda is a little bit different. So the Panda has done 25,000 miles in the last 7 and a bit years. Full history, cleans it every week, new MOT. It's a little bit more expensive at £2,000, but he's already sent it to be detailed, as I already said in the video. It's kind of just all ready to go, so doesn't need an MOT, doesn't need to be cleaned. We will check it, but it's just a case of going there, test driving the car, plugging it in again, checking it over and making sure the clutch works and there's no noises. But it's a basic model. I don't even think it has aircon. I love these because there's less things to go wrong. It will be the cheap £30 road tax again. and that car should just fly out. So 2 different cars. One needs a ton of work, but it will be fun, I want to say. The other one is fully retail ready, so I'm hopefully, fingers crossed, get the Panda out for sale on Tuesday if we buy it. And the Alto, hopefully I get that done by the end of the week, but we're going to need to order wheel trims and other bits and a window motor. So it's a bit more of a project. So as you can see, I like to buy my cars privately. You get to go drive the car, you get to inspect it, you get to plug it in, you get to see if you trust the person and what they're saying and the story of how they've taken care of it. And for me, that's peace of mind. And the way that I like to find a lot of my stock is through Dealermetrics. Now, Dealermetrics is AI software. And the way that it works is you set up an account, put in all your search parameters on how you would like stock to appear to you. Makes, models, colors, margins, engines. And then you get through a Telegram message. Now, here's a look at some of the cars that have come through for me in the last day. So with these cars, you can just click on them and they come through from Auto Trader, from eBay, from Gumtree, and from Facebook Marketplace. So there's no need for hours of scrolling. They just get sent straight through. You click on it and you can be one of the first people to send a message. Now, this week, I missed a Mazda 2. Perfect car, good mileage, local to Bournemouth. I was busy, didn't open my phone when the message went. Clicked on it and the advert was already gone from Auto Trader. Somebody beat me to it, but that would have been a perfect bit of prime stock, private seller, local to Bournemouth, decent mileage, decent history, and it had a great margin on it, but somebody saw it before me and it sold. So if you are interested in trying out the Dealermetrics software, they're currently running a free trial. So it's not going to cost you anything to see if you can find your own bits of stock privately. The link will be in the description and in the pinned comment. And always thank you to Dealermetrics for your ongoing support with the channel and with helping me find cars. So let's finish up with the BMW 335i, which is going to be the cheapest in the UK, I think. Let's have a look. So, my issue. This is where I need your advice. The BMW has got an absolute ton of service history. We have just set about wet sanding, ceramic coating, repainting the wheels, repainting the brakes, under seal, replace the lenses, paint the bumper. We've took it from a battered and abused car and made it into a nice example. When you see that car now, it looks great, but it's still not perfect. The rear lights need to replace, the rear bumper needs to be painted, and the bonnet also needs to be repainted because of lack of appeal and damage to the lights from the tint. But if I was to do all of that, repainting the bonnet is 350, 400 quid. Then rear bumper 200 quid, so that's 600. Then you need to a set of lights, 300-400 quid. So you've got £1,000 on exterior. Then a full service. You'd really want to do a complete service, change the spark plugs, oil, everything really. It's a performance car. So you're talking another easy £600-700 replacing all the fluids, spark plugs, maybe even the leads, going through the whole car. And then we still don't know if it has catalytic converters on it, whether it's even going to go through the MOT because of that. So do we need to get sports cats? So you could be talking £1,500 to put it right. We'll be in it £3,000, and then you sell it for its retail of £6,500. Should be a good price for the car with all the work. Be a nice example. Be really, really nice at that point. But is it worth it? £6,500 I've got in my, I sell it for. I've got it. Will take longer, like with the BMW X6. And now I've just got to sit and wait until maybe something breaks or something goes wrong, or they've absolutely abused the car and they break it. Or do I just not do any of the bodywork, nothing else to the car, try and get an MOT? If I need to get a used exhaust, we slap that on and get it through an MOT. And then from there, just put it up for £3,500-4,000 as a trade sale. put in the advert, you can't really, people say you can put trade sale, but you can't really put trade sale, but you can say that the vehicle is not being sold with any warranty. It's being sold £2,500 under retail, so do expect the rear bumper. Like, go through the whole car, really detailed advert that basically says the reason why the car is so cheap is that it is what it is. If you buy it, you've bought it. There's no comebacks, and get them to sign, obviously, a document that says sold as seen. You've inspected the vehicle. You've plugged the car in. We'll plug it in together using the Carly that I've got. Or if they can bring their own OBD reader. They've test drove the car. They've checked it all, and they're fully happy with the car. And they're not going to call me up and say, I was doing 110 up the dual carriageway and I did a money shift and now it needs a clutch. So what do? Do I make it perfect? Throw £1,500 at it. We've got the 1,500 quid. We can throw at that car, get the full service done, get the paint done, get it 100% amazing, and then try and sell it for £6.5 grand. Or do I cut my losses, get out of it sooner, still make good money? We still should make £2,000 on it, maybe 1,500, all said and done, which is not bad. So yeah, I don't know what to do, and I would like your advice, please. I think that is pretty much it that I've got on my sheet. We were busy. Good week. Thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, for your advice. Next week, we've got the Alto. Should be good. We'll be checking the Panda to see what he paid for £160 detail and how good it was compared to what I do. I think that's kind of what I'm interested. How far away from what I do is that for 160, because I charge 120. And yeah, KA is going hopefully on Wednesday. Fingers crossed for the MOT. BMW, we're going to get that MOT sorted. I've got a mega week coming. This week, not crazy busy in terms of content, but we have those weeks. It's business, and things like a car selling is pretty normal. Don't know what else to say. Hit the subscribe button. That really will help me out, and I will see you next week at 6:30 Sunday, where we should... Next week, I said it last week. Last week's video was boring, and then this week we just chatted in the office. But next week we are doing some work. So that's it. See you for now.